A human being without a voice is merely a husk of what could have been, of the what if. Humanity is beautiful. We've gone to the moon, we've battled viruses, we've traveled from one continent to another with vehicles that fly high in the sky. We've created art, paintings, sculptures, mythology, architecture, medicine, travel, all of these amazing things. But what really bothers me is what went wrong. I raise my voice, not so I can shout, but so that those who cannot can be heard. This is a quote by Malala. There is no one specific person to blame for this phenomenon, for these centuries old of silence, for what we as a society have called sexism. There is no one demographic against another. It is simply ourselves against ourselves, society against society. Internalized hatred in women is common for simply being born a woman. This could be displayed as dumbing yourself down for a guy or pretending not to understand something just to make somebody else feel important. This is not something that we want, this silent battle. It's just been so common, so present in history that it's become society's subconscious. We can see this in classical literature, for example. Books that are taught to young students, children and adolescents. My school curriculum had us read books The Outsiders, Lord of the Flies, and Fahrenheit 451. Other popular titles could be The Great Gatsby, Romeo and Juliet, and Catcher in the Rye. While all timeless pieces, of course, they all do share one key element. The heroes of these stories is always a man or a boy. Always chivalrous, selfless, amazing to some degree. The women in these stories, it is never her narrative, assuming that she's even relevant to the plot. If you look at literature, can you imagine how many there are that have a strong woman as the heroine? Think about it, really think about it. How many are there that do not need to be saved or advised or sexualized? How many are written to be a woman and to be an equal to everybody else? If there's so few in fiction, then how many are there in reality? Let's play a little game. Okay, guys, trust me on this. Close your eyes. Trust me, okay? Think of somebody that you love. It could be your mother, your wife, your sister, your daughter, yourself. Imagine her waking up in the morning. She does her hair, she does her makeup. She's exhausted, but she's determined and she's ready. She takes the bus, the metro. She drives. While on the way, she hears a podcast about people ranking women's bodies. She ignores this because there's nothing else to do. When she eventually arrives at her workplace or place of education, she goes to a chemistry lab or an important clientele meeting. While here, she offers some brilliant piece of information or constructive help, and somebody responds to this with, "That's pretty smart for a woman." Open your eyes. It's phrases like these. "You should smile more. What do you look like under all that makeup? Is it your time of the month? No, you can't do that. You're being far too emotional." Phrases like these. While by themselves, they don't mean much. They really don't. But they do add to society's subconscious that women should be seen and not heard. Think back to your person. Having to wake up every single morning and being told these phrases. Being told that she should be seen and not heard. Standing up in front of all of you here and now, I ask for a favor. I ask you to sympathize with history, to look back at it and say no more. I want you to go home tonight, be kind, and speak up. Nobody takes up too much space. Nobody does. You have to speak up. Everybody is born with the same rights. You and I are the same. Speak up. It is everybody's first time living. Nobody knows what they're doing, but you have to speak up. Do not let these silent voices go unheard, and do not waste them. This reality, it is our yesterday, and it is our today. But it cannot be our tomorrow. We cannot allow it. Thank you.